Hello, this is Jim and Ben with DC Digital. Today we're demonstrating a DC-106N-BR50, and that is this product right here. As you can see, these other two products, you probably recognize those. Those are just 4-inch digital clocks. But this is a master clock that has 4 individual bell zones. It holds a schedule of 50 events, and it connects to your NTP server. Also, it has a web page which you can program the bell schedule up to 4 zones, as we have here. These are manual operated environmentally set switches, environmentally sealed set switches at the top, so you can manually activate the zones. But it can do it automatically too through a schedule which Ben is going to show us. This is in a NEMA rated box, NEMA 4X. It has a 1-inch high 6-digit display, and it also can output a code or data to correct your clocks. And we have it right now set up to correct our system clocks. That this is Easy Time, an older Easy Time system that we're replacing, and this is a PS24BD power supply, so it's our 2-wire system, and right now it's outputting the data for that. So it's a master clock with a 4-zone event bell schedule that is web page configurable. So you don't need any software, you don't need any proprietary software or proprietary computer software to run it. This is all web-based, so all you need is a browser to get access to the master clock. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and have Ben explain how to set up the web page and the bells, and go through the NTP portion of the synchronizing of the master clock with your server. Ben?
Okay, so this first page will look very familiar if you've seen our other clock videos. This is simply information about your clock system, speaking of this on your network, so to speak. So you have the time information down here, that it's observing daylight savings time. You have your network information here, how it's connected to your network, and where it's obtaining the time from up here. You configure these settings here under clock settings. Here's your time information, your server address and time format, and local settings. Here's a username and password to access this. And then here is your network settings. Right now we're DHCP enabled, so we're obtaining these settings automatically from our NTP server, our DHCP server. We are currently going to time.nist.gov to obtain time. That's a time server pool that they have offered to the public, and we're pulling that pool every minute to correct the clocks.
So where'd you go? You went to the bell schedule tab. It's at the top.
Correct. So I was gonna. So this is the addition in this product, is the additional bell schedule here, and so I've gone in there, and there are up to 50 events. There starts with 10, and then you can simply click expand list to add incrementally an event as you need it, up to 50. An event is considered a time of day, a day of the week, and one of the 4 zones. So here we have at 8:55 a.m. on Monday, zone 1 will ring a bell. At 8:56 a.m. on Monday, zone 1, zone 2 and zone 3 will ring a bell, and zone 4, etc. Okay. When you're all done setting up your schedule, you hit submit. If there's a record you want to quickly delete, you just simply click that check mark, and then when it refreshes the page, that will be deleted. Bells, as far as each zone, can be set up as a bell or on or off for a maintained or latching function of that relay.
Bells default for 3 seconds, correct?
Yes, bells default for 3 seconds.
Latching on or off, you have to tell it to turn on, and then you have to tell it to turn off.
Correct.
You have to give it times, scheduled times for that.
Yes.
Okay. Can you demonstrate how you would enter one for us, please?
Sure. So you can either type in the value, 12:45 p.m., or you can click this clock here, and it will bring up this fancy dial, so you can dial it in at 4:48 a.m. And this is rendered by the web browser, so this is simply a code for the web browser. So this function may simply be a text box. Either way it works for you. It also adjusts to your Windows or Mac or Unix system time. It pulls that time format. So our clock down here is in 12-hour mode, so this box is in 12-hour mode. Okay. As I stated, you need to check one of the 7 days of the week. You can check them all if you wish, and they will all go off on those days. So let's say you had a different schedule for Sunday and Saturday than you had for Monday through Friday. You could accommodate that in this schedule. The same Monday repeats every Monday, so this is a 7-day programmable bell ringer. You select bell for the zones that you want to ring, and then when you're all done, you hit submit, and it'll sort them by time.
It organizes them.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Very good. Forgot to mention that these are dry C contacts, form C contacts, normally open and normally closed. So there's that feature on each relay. I believe they're 10 amps, so each one is good for up to 10 amps. We do have access for wiring to bring in your wiring for your bells or for whatever you're going to be turning on or off. And here is your Ethernet RJ45 connector, and this is a cable gland for 110. So you need 110 power and outlet, just a typical electrical outlet for that. This is mounted. If you remove the front lens here, there's 4 holes through the case that you would mount it to a wall if you wanted to do so.
These buttons are momentary, and they override the schedule. So when you push the button, the relay goes off.
And then also you have a light inside there that indicate you hear the click.
Yeah, some of them you can see, some of them are behind the clock itself.
Now, one of the other things we have set up here is this specific system here. We have another type. We have another master or another DC-40 here clock that is interfacing between this master and the PS24BD and the EasyTime system. So what we've done is written a program for this, so it interprets the code coming out of here, the data coming out of the master clock, and then resetting the older EasyTime system. So if you have an EasyTime system, you would need to purchase this and your master clock to interpret the data coming out of your master clock to run your older system. And we could set these up for any system that's out there that has a data type scenario. If you know the data protocol, we can fit that for you.
If you're familiar with the old EasyTime system, this schedule replaces EasyTime and does not require installation on a PC or a PC to run it continuously.
Or Microsoft, it does not require any Windows program or anything like that.
Correct. And once you've set it up, you can close this, and it runs in here. It's self-contained inside that box, so you don't need this external browser maintained all the time to keep it running or anything like that.
So once you've submitted it, you can either pull it back up, you can pull the schedule back up via a computer or your cell phone or a tablet, if you can get connection to your network through your network. with one of those devices. But like Ben was saying, you don't need to have, once you've submitted it, it's on this until you go to change it.
And then if any of you that have an EasyTime system are wondering where the point of demarcation is from the old system to the new system, your CM1, what we used to have as a CM1 or your master transmitter, would be from this clock forward.
Right. So your two wires would connect to that. Okay. Thank you for watching. This is Jim and Ben with DC Digital, and today we're demonstrating the DC-106N-BR50. Thank you.